It's a fair double standard in the opposite way. That's crazy.
Standards serve men, not women.
Right,
Like y'all
right.
could be hoes, y'all could be sexually, I'm gonna call it curious, But that's true. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this N word and he's a nut ain't shit, dude. But yeah, but it's something like we would call it where I come from. We call it bitch assness, right?
Right.
You were to talk down on your woman. You know what I'm
Your woman,
saying?
and that's something that I haven't thought about, and that's not fair.
So I will say that. All right. So no, we can attest that not everybody is perfect in life. I have friends, acquaintances, people around me that a lot of the things that they've experienced and craziness has come from the woman that they've been dealing with or the women that they're around.
Yeah.
So it's tough for them to express it, especially if they're in this toxic relationship. Yeah, the pussy might be good, but then you're going through, it's like, yo, I'm chasing you down the street every 2 minutes to know where the fuck you going. Let me see your phone, all this other shit. So then how can you express these issues or these frustrations to your friends without it being seen as a problem, and with you having to speak from your heart about these matters that are bothering you?
Your homeboy gonna be like, yo, stop being a bitch, yo. What are you talking about? Like, yo, listen, I know this is what you gotta do. When she says something, she hurts your feelings. What you need to do is take your vagina and put it in your back pocket because you act like a bitch. Like that's how it comes off. Matter of fact, just to add on to something that you said about this double standard, it's not a thing for a woman to be a narcissist. It's almost okay, and it's almost excused at certain levels. And not all women. Now, don't beat me up. I'm just saying, I know more women narcissists than I know men narcissists. So you may have a conversation with your lady, say, hey, listen, I don't like the way this, that, third. Now the conversation isn't about what you say you don't like. It's about how she felt about what you said. Like, forget what I was addressing. Now I got to defend myself for even being able to address you with what I don't like.
I think it goes a little deeper on that level of we take so much stuff so they could speak a little more freely, and we take more of it.
Yeah, we're forced to be accountable. They could choose to if they want to. Miss Jodi, how do you feel about that? Yes, please.
I don't think you're wrong. I'm not disagreeing, but I think that women would get away with narcissism more quickly because of patriarchy. Think about it, right? In most places, right, on this earth, and this is irrespective of color, creed, or whatever, men, right, have more value. Literally, right? Think about it, right? In most places, right, on this earth, and this is irrespective of color, creed, or whatever, men, right, have more value. Literally, right? Think about it, right? What is it, China, where you can only have 2 kids? Is it China? You probably know about your
Yeah,
Asian,
something like that. Yeah.
right? And if the first one is female, they get killed. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Like men, and I'm just giving an example of how cruel patriarchy is. So, and I'm just saying that when women get away with narcissism, it's probably because of like patriarchy, right? Because it's just like, oh, let me give her that pass, because not a lot of women like really like, because it's like the uber self-centeredness, right? And it's really like a mental issue, right? Like narcissism is not just like a person, like it's an issue. Like you're diagnosed as narcissistic. Like they say Trump is narcissistic. Like you know what I'm saying? It's a real thing. It's not just like
It's
my
not a word.
zodiac sign, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
real it's a
Yeah.
real mental disorder, right? And
Right.
that's what a lot of people like. We conflate these things like, oh, like you're like gaslighting is like a very specific thing. Women, what I'm saying that I don't know if more women are narcissists, but I know that more women would get away with narcissism.
No, I'm not saying more women are. I'm just saying I personally know more women narcissists. In my personal experience, I personally know more women narcissists than I know men narcissists. Like real, like you said. So
In my experience, is the opposite. I know more male narcissists But what I'm saying is that if a woman, but I know female narcissists, but I know that they would get away with it.
Right.
Kind of like, I'm gonna give you that. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, what else do we have? Like, kind of like a woman that is like, kind of like going against the grain, despite what I've seen and so many women being mistreated and being victims of patriarchy. Like, this might come off as a novel idea because, this brain is here. Like, I understand that patriarchy exists, but like, I'm not a victim of it. Like, I stand up against it. Like, I'm not going to pick a man. Like, I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm with a man that is like controlling me and doesn't see me as an equal. You know what I'm saying? It's either I'm going to fight against that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my work, but like, I'm not going to be a victim of that. I'm going to fight against it. Like, no matter what. Like, that's just Jodi Fernandez. Does that make sense? Like,
Absolutely.
I'm not going to fall victim. Like, I'm going to put you on blast. I'm going to be like, this is not right. And that's how you push against things, right?
Yeah, I think patriarchy is another one of those white supremacy things because as melanated people, we come from matriarchal society. Like, black people are matriarchal. They're raised by their mamas and grandmamas. Know what I mean? And even when granddaddy was there, he did whatever he had to do to make grandmama okay or not argue with him. So he got away with chilling and doing whatever because he made sure he did everything Big Mama said. And then he made sure everybody followed what Big Mama told them to do. Like, and that's more of a matriarchy society. But in America is patriarchal to the core. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%.
Idea of like, I'm gonna take it back to like manifest destiny, right? And like the cowboy culture, right? Like, it was right? Like, somebody told these white men that they could just go like take fucking land.
Go kill the Indians and take their land because God said it's yours.
Had fucking penises, or you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole idea that like the woman is subordinate. Like, you got two employed people with degrees, and like, say it's me and my husband, right? This is not the situation, but I'm just saying we both are educated, we both are able-bodied, but like, we both gonna work a job, but I gotta come home and I gotta be the only one to take care of the family. That's patriarchy. That's saying that you are lesser than me, therefore that you have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, because when patriarchy made sense, it was only to beat up the big animal, you know what I'm saying? You needed the strength to kill.
I hear you. To go outside. I hear you. Wilderness.
I hear you. We sitting at your bitch ass desk, and I am too. But I gotta come home and cook.
I hear you. I hear you to an extent, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say two things about that. One, you said something about men have the value and women in this country are not valuable like that. But in all actuality, a man has to have a good job, be funny, have his own crib, have a car, look good, smell good, respectfully have good dick, and all of that to be valuable. I heard the OG say a woman is born with her value. You're born valuable, and all you can do is fuck it up by being annoying, loud, having multiple kids, being combative, argumentative, all these. You say it in that respect. I also heard somebody say you can have
layers to this.
Yeah, there's layers to it. I mean, and there's no right or wrong. It's just perspective and perception.
Cultural layers.
Yeah, so
layers.
There was also someone said that let's say a guy is throwing a yacht party, and he asks a young lady to come on a yacht party. The guy has to make sure that the yacht got gas, the yacht got food, the yacht got music, the yacht got everything that the woman wants to be around that guy with the yacht. And all she got to do is be pretty to come to the yacht. She don't got to bring no meal. All she got to do is
So
be
are
there.
you saying that the women have more value?
Absolutely, women are more valuable than men. Men can get shot every day, B. You know why women are more valuable than men? I mean, just in respectfully, a man can produce millions and millions of sperm every day. Boom. A woman is born with every egg she's ever gonna have. From the day she's born, every egg she has about 2 million eggs at birth, but about 200,000 by the time she gets to puberty. So she's so valuable that when she's born, she has her children with her. Every child she's ever gonna have. That's a certain level of value. But men, we can produce this shit. We can throw these shits away all the time.
Before we get too deep off the,
I mean, it's just
diving board
perspective.
for the topic of what we were talking about today.
Yeah. So no, I respectfully agree. I understand what you're saying, but I think that we're looking at patriarchy in different ways.
Correct.
Yeah, there's multiple layers to it.
People just because of the sex that they were born to, right? So like, and for an example, like, you know, the way that we look at women, and I'm not talking about like extreme examples, women who want to be taken care of. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like if we're on the same I'm using Naheem as an example. If I'm Naheem's woman and he's my man, and we
in his dreams. I'm sorry.
You understand what I'm saying? We're both educated. We're both hardworking. Society is going to like he's going to be able to negotiate more in an interview than I am. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be able to go into, you know, an automotive place or, you know, and not be fucking taken advantage of. He is going to be expected, not just by men, but by other women, that I am supposed to have everything done for him, even though I'm working side by side. I could be working more than him. It's just like, did you cook for him? Did you do? That's what patriarchy is. It's a level of unfairness. And I'm thinking when like I'm not talking about gold diggers like what you're saying, like because like I have a mindset of like, you know, you work for what you know, in this life you work for whatever you want to get, and you find a partner. And maybe I'm old school in those ways, or maybe I'm just different. But I'm saying all things considered, men still have the upper hand. He's going to be able to negotiate better than I am. He's going to get a better deal on different things, even in like, you know, like industries that are supposed to be like fair. Like,
Absolutely.
I agree.
they're going to respect him more. If we go overseas on vacation, they're going to defer to him, even if I have more money. Like, I understand that. And I'm using Naheem as an example just to give you perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, it doesn't even matter. Like, yeah, he's younger than I am. You know what I'm saying? But like, if he and I were in a relationship, even if he were younger, even if he had less money, like people would still defer to him. That's patriarchy.
Regardless of anything of what you're saying, the man would be looked at as the leader. We're looked at as the one that has to be the stronger of the two. But it's interesting that you say that, Fern, because it's like I know a lot of strong women that are great leaders, but it's like society it makes it seem like women don't know how to think. They don't know how to act for themselves.
Is that more? Well, let me ask this. So, is there a such thing as gender roles, or is that like more of a gender role thing than a patriarchal thing?
Gender roles are like the expectations put on people based on their sex, right?
Yeah, like you're supposed to go cook. I'm supposed to go. Right.
Patriarchy is a structure,
Righteous.
like how race is a structure, right?
Righteous.
At the top, no matter what you want to say, like, yeah, ain't no white woman or white man better than me, but we do have a race hierarchy in this country, and it is ingrained. Even though race is a social construct, it is still ingrained into people's minds. Like, if I'm sitting here with a white woman and she accuses me of being aggressive towards her, most people, just by what I look like, are going to believe that I hurt her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because just because of my phenotype and my melanin, and you know what I'm saying, the fact that I'm what they call a black person, right? Because that's all made up. The same thing with patriarchy, right? And it's just like, I mean, I see it every day, like, because I'm around a lot of men, and it's just like, I could be the one paying, I could be the one, you know what I'm saying, with the better car, and it's just like people will defer to the man. And that's what patriarchy is. And then when it gets really insidious, it can really be terrible.
No doubt.
See, this is why I dislike white supremacy and everything that came with it, because we as a people, all this little minor BS that we shouldn't be arguing and fighting about, we doing that right now because our home structure got destroyed 50 to 60, obviously from slavery. But then when we got the ability to kind of get on our feet, they destroyed our home structure again with drugs and gangs. So any time that we, as a people that should have progressed, these ideas of relationships, culture, things as a people that we should be naturally doing, got regressed. And now we're at a moment where we're talking about nonsense that shouldn't even matter to us. We should, and again, I don't blame our people. It's because, you know, America is a predominantly white society and they manufacture our culture for us to an extent. So we need to be able to get that space to come together, actually talk about these things and progress past it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
All right, so just to circle it back, how we were talking about affection before, and how when we were growing up, it was not okay to show affection. One of the major things that I love seeing right now with my own brother, my friends with their kids, is that they're showing them nonstop affection. They're being the fathers that we never had in our life to their kids, because they know the power that it has on shaping their mind.
Righteous.
I even see that with you and your kids.
Righteous.
Your son.
Righteous. I love them to death. Love them till I can't love them. And when I can't, I'll love them a little bit more, because I know the importance of it. I know every little day they're going to remember. And I know every little thing now is going to set the tone for who they're going to be in the future. So I'm mindful of those things. So, yeah.
So I will say, just to wrap it back to men's mental health, I will say that I do love that we are getting this chance now in society to truly express ourselves. Now we can question, dang, all right, example, dang, I grew up in the streets my whole life. I've been listening to hip-hop, kill my friend, kill my brother. But do I want my son doing that same thing?
I don't even want him to listen to that.
Brother doing this? Me as an adult, I can't even listen to hip-hop that's talking about kill my brother, kill my friend, unless it comes with a message that has a deeper meaning to it.
Right. Makes sense. Perfect sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, we as a people have to actually sit down and look at it and try to be like, all right, we know this was wrong, but now we have to create that change. Right.
With the music, there's this thing called cymatics. And cymatics is the understanding that water maintains memory. So if you're listening to something that's saying all these things and it's got all this bullshit message in it, and then you acknowledge that your body is 76% water, then you're actually absorbing the things in your cells. And the things that you're hearing is changing the molecular structure of who you are.
Yes.
So be conscious of those things. And also be conscious, not just what you listen to, but what you speak and the energy that you put out into the world, because you're ingesting these things and you're giving off these frequencies that's shaping the world around you. So it's important to be mindful. And
you know what one of my grandmother used to say to me and my brother growing up? Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are.
Righteous.
The people you keep around you is going to be the things that you like doing and show a piece of your personality. You know.
Agreed.
So even deeper, I think that this is why we do need those models or role models in our life to show us and tell us about the people that we have around us, because then it can show you the path that you could potentially be on. Example, not saying it happens to everybody, and we do have to accept certain cultures. If you go outside and hang with your friends every day that are gang members and be in the streets and go kill people,
yeah, you're going to join the set.
You're going to join the set, and you're most likely going to be a killer. You know what I'm saying?
More likely.
But if you're around people every day who like to read or who like to travel, who want to experience something different in the world, guess what? You're more than likely going to become one of those people too. Right. You're not going to want to stay in those same destructive cycles.
Right. I also want to tap into something that Fern said about this communication aspect, and how men and women, we need to open up or have more dialogue with each other, because I don't want it to be the white man, black man, but there is a power at bay separating us, purposefully, whether it's through money, work, home, classism. They're separating the black man and the black woman and the melanated man and the melanated woman. And it's easier to conquer when you can divide them. And I appreciate the opportunity to be able to sit and talk to a beautiful, educated professional about mental health and various other things. And hopefully we can sit and talk more often and keep open dialogue, because it's needed for our brothers to talk to our sisters and let each other know that we support each other and we are there for each other. And it's not the bullshit you see on TV now. We got our backs and we got us. And it's not about one leading the other. It's us walking together and together finding the proper direction to go. So once again, I appreciate you being here for us and with us.
Thank you, Fern.
Thank you for having me. This is wonderful.
Now, can you tell everybody where they can get your books from?
Yes.
Elevators and Ordered Steps are both on Amazon. Yeah, they're both on Amazon.
Righteous. Well, we thank you very, very much for stopping and sharing a seat with us. We appreciate you. We were a little late on the show, but your hair still look amazing. Like you ain't sitting.
Thank you. I did it special too. I did a good flat iron. No.
Me too. I braided mine today, so I knew you was coming, so I made special arrangements.
I was looking for something different. Usually I've been wearing my hair curly for like 4 years, but I was like, a little something different.
Righteous. Well, you did a great job, and we appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you for being our first guest, Fern. The first
person that shares I'm so honored that you would have me as your first guest.
Come on, Fern. In the hub. Thank you for everybody for tuning in today. It's your boy Senchou.
It's your boy Tumah.
Peace.